Which is why we don't have fun tables.
As well. Good for her.
Alright, we've got this one. And we've got that one.
You have 25 years. How much have you? You're so young.
Well, thank you.
Yes, we have it.
You don't? Survive on your own.
So what are your plans after?
Well, I have another job, so I'm going to go to her. As long as she's got her food in her. She's fine.
I've been doing
She said she would go outside.
These works all weekend. We got 3 people September, get 4th and 9th. A lot of those places you
I did not bring my gavel tonight, so I'm not able to call this meeting to order, but if we could have people find their seats, that would be great. Thank you. Awesome. Well, good evening and welcome to our annual recognition banquet, a celebration where we gather as a community to honor the remarkable dedication, passion, and impact of our educators. Tonight, we are here to recognize 2 extraordinary groups of individuals, our esteemed retirees and those who are making an incredible milestone, 25 years of service in education. To our retirees, tonight is about you. This evening is a small gesture of the gratitude we have for all that you've given, not only to your students and colleagues, but to the generations that have passed through your classrooms, carrying with them the wisdom, values, and inspiration you so generously shared. You have worn many hats: teacher, mentor, counselor, cheerleader, and advocate. You have probably given hugs, maybe tied shoes, wiped tears, and been the first person to see a child accomplish a milestone they've been working towards. Through the years, you've shown up day in and day out with patience, creativity, and a love for learning that shaped countless lives. As you close this chapter and begin a new one, know that your legacy continues in every student you've reached and every colleague that you've inspired. And to our 25-year honorees, what a powerful accomplishment. 25 years in education is no small feat. It represents a deep commitment, not just to a career, but to a calling. You've seen trends come and go, technologies change, and curriculums evolve, but through it all, your dedication to your students has remained unwavering. You've witnessed the quiet aha moments, weathered through tough days, and celebrated the triumphs. Your work has helped shape the fabric of our schools and communities, and tonight we honor that steadfast service. We also want to recognize the families and loved ones of these educators. Thank you for supporting them through long nights of grading, early mornings of preparation, and the emotional investment that comes with teaching. Your support has been an essential part of their journey. Education is more than just a transfer of knowledge. It's the shaping of hearts and minds. It's believing in someone before they believe in themselves. It's building a foundation for futures we may never fully see. And tonight we pause to recognize the educators who have made that kind of difference, quietly, humbly, and consistently over the years. Let this evening serve as a reminder of the power of education, the strength of community, and the lasting impact of a great teacher. Whether you're stepping into retirement or continuing your path after 25 impactful years, your work has made and continues to make a difference. On behalf of the school board, our administrators, and the countless students whose lives you have touched, thank you. We are better because of you. Please enjoy this evening of celebration, gratitude, and well-deserved recognition. Welcome and congratulations. And now I would like to introduce you to our superintendent, Dr. Jane Stavum.
All right, you hear that? Turn it up, Kate. All right. Who knows who's singing that? Yell it out. Come on, some of you are my age or older. Everybody, this is the dawning of the age. All right. Billy Davis, Marilyn McCoo, Billy Davis Jr. Yes, all right. That starts off our star trivia. Tonight is a night that we celebrate the stars and the universe, constellations of achievement. So we want to see how bright are you. This is star trivia. So you're going to need to not be shy. We're going to see how much you remember from the recent and not so recent past. I'm relying on some of you to know who these people are. Now, if somebody at your table says, yeah, I've never heard of them, like Kate, who'd never heard the age of Aquarius. Kate, I'm so glad that I could enrich your world as you set that in motion for us tonight. If you hear that, just roll your eyes a little bit and then give them a big hug, because they'll come along with us. All right, I guess I have my clicker. Here we go. First question. What 1980s hit, oh, I gotta see this, by British rock star band begins with the lyrics, "There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds." Yell it out. David Bowie. All right, now let's just see who we have in the room. Who knows who David Bowie is? And whose mother would have just absolutely had a fit if they knew you were listening to David Bowie? Yep. My friend Colleen was the first one in town to get the gigantic dish out in her yard, and so we could watch David Bowie without our mothers knowing because we were in her basement. All right, next one. Let's see what we've got. In which Disney movie does a father pass on these wise words under the stars? Look at the stars. The great kings of the past are up there watching over us. All right, Lion King. Who's seen the remake? All right, who thinks the first one is better than the remake? Yep, always, thank you. All right, moving right along. Next question. In which 2014 film starring Matthew McConaughey, all right, does a group of astronauts travel through a wormhole in search of a new home for humanity?
Interstellar!
Way to go, Interstellar. Who's seen the movie? I have not seen Interstellar, but I love Matthew McConaughey. I thought I should buy a Lincoln Continental at one time, just because of him. All right, next. Let's see what we got. In Les Mis, which song compares the beauty of a loved one to the stars filling the sky? Ooh, little tougher here with the stage. Yell it out. Anybody know? Stars, sung by Javert. Yeah, who knew that? They just were too chicken to raise their hand. Okay, thank you. Okay. Sherello, you should know that.
I conducted it.
Oh, see? Come on. If anybody in the room should have been yelling that out, it's you. All right, moving along. Next one. Which song by Coldplay featuring a title referencing outer space begins with the lyrics, "Look at the stars, look how they shine for you"?
Yellow.
Oh, nicely done. Yellow. Way to go, Stefani. I heard you back there. All right. Okay, we're all going to want to sing this one, so no judgment if you just bust into it. All right, here's the next one. Which 1977 film introduced audience... Oh, sorry, wrong one. Next one. What famous sci-fi TV series begins each episode with the narration, "Space, the final frontier"? All right. We all sang along, right? Even on the high note, no matter what, you got there, right? Okay, now the next one. Which 1977 film introduced audiences to a galaxy far, far away and became one of the most successful franchises in cinema history? Okay, raise your hand if you remember where you were when you saw Star Wars for the very first time. All right, quickly tell people at your table, do a shoulder talk. Where were you? All right, who was on an awkward date when you first saw Star Wars? Awkward date? Who was with like 10 of your best friends and you all went to Star Wars like for the first time? All right. Who doesn't remember where you were when you saw Star Wars? I was at Indian Hills Theater in Omaha, Nebraska, and it had this really cutting edge technology called Dolby Surround Sound, and it was magical. All right, moving along before I date myself any further. What is the name of the closest star to the Earth? All you science teachers. Thank you. It's the sun. And I hope, and if I'm wrong, we're just going to go on right now. The internet, right? It has to be correct. All right. This was tricky now. Give this one just a little bit of time. What famous group sang Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and eventually named a star? I heard the controversy over here. I've heard the Beatles and I've heard Elton John. Beatles did it first, but who sang it better? All right, who says the Beatles? Raise your hand. Who says Elton John? Okay, this is who's right. Elton John, every time. Yeah. All right, couple more. Which Disney character famously sings "When You Wish Upon a Star"? Jiminy Cricket. Way to go, Tim Eckert. Or as my little boy said, that's Jiminy Cricket. And now he's 33 and he's not cute anymore. All right. Okay, couple more here. Who was the first person to walk on the moon, famously saying, "That's one small step for mankind," or one man, I can't even get it right. "One giant leap for mankind" is Neil Armstrong. Are you sure? Okay, you're right, Neil Armstrong. Now, are there any people out there who believe that didn't happen? There's like a whole thing apparently, like that it was faked. I believe it happened. You cannot think that was fake. All right. Which constellation is named after a hunter from Greek mythology? Orion. Nice. That one's too easy. Okay. A little more current here. Which Madonna song includes the lyrics, "Starlight, star bright, first star I've seen tonight"? Yep, we just kind of want to rock right then. Who is it? I said it, didn't I? "Lucky Star" by Madonna. Who does not know who Madonna is? Anyone in this room never heard Madonna? Please, that's like across every, okay, well, you know what to crank on iTunes on the way home. Put it on the radio. Let's get her up to speed. I think most of them. All right, well, you are all superstars. Nicely done. You are all superstars, and tonight is full of stars. And I hope that you can think of all the bright moments that you've had. Sometimes there are some dark nights where you wonder if the sun was going to come up the next day. And then I hope that you can think of the stars as all of the kids that you have affected during the course of your career. Take a moment in the next starry night where you can just kind of stand and look up at the stars and think about all of the people that are out everywhere exponentially that you have helped to learn, whose families you've helped, whose tears maybe you've wiped away, whose shoes you tied, whose nose you wiped, who puked in your classroom, all of those wonderful things that we call school. And school is such an important part of the universe and part of what makes the world go round. And you have been a huge part of that for our school district. We are so grateful for your service. I think educators are some of the most magical people. And when we think about some of the narrative right now around what we do for children, all you have to do is walk into one school and see that that doesn't quite match some of the things that we hear. Schools are a magical place, and here in Sioux Falls, they're even more magical because of the people like you. I was just out at a couple buildings last Thursday or Friday, and it was Friday morning. It was all the Friday things, including a kid throwing up right behind me. That was special. And then I realized I needed to jump up and make sure the ones following him didn't walk through it. I was glad I still had my teacher mind with me. But it was so perfect. It was children getting awards. It was parents there watching them. It was teachers cheering them on and giving them a high five. It was taking pictures and being proud. And it was just everything that school is designed to be. We have musicals happening in our high schools right now. We have middle schoolers who are experiencing some of their first sporting events as spring starts. Just the magicalness of a school district. And it's why I love school and why you have loved school too. And we need to continue to tell those stories about why we love school and why our children need these magical places called school as they grow up and become adults themselves. So thank you again. Enjoy your evening. We have food very soon, but prior to food, Allison Struck, who is another magical part of our school district, is here to represent the foundation and to give away some special things.
Well, good evening. My name is Allison Struck, and I'm with the Sioux Falls Public Schools Education Foundation. Congratulations to all of tonight's honorees. 25 years in any career is quite an investment, so thank you for choosing to spend those years here in the Sioux Falls School District. And thank you for all you do every day to make a difference in the lives of your students and your colleagues. To our retirees, congratulations, you made it. Special shout out to my middle school principal, Kevin Dick. You're here, you finally get to retire. So Kevin was my principal in Yankton, and then we get to work together up here. But I have read all of the weekly emails about the retirees, and I hope that in this next chapter, you get to enjoy reading for leisure, traveling, spending quality time with family and friends, rescuing dogs. I saw that one come through today, because you absolutely deserve to enjoy all of those things. And I hope that for many of you, when you look back on your career, you know that the impact you have made extends beyond the classroom and the curriculum. You have taught your students confidence, courage, and kindness, and for that I say thank you. If I could send all of you on a vacation during the school year, I would. Like I mentioned, I'm with the foundation, and we support 25,000 students and 3,600 staff members here in the district. One way we do that is through our talent and recognition focus area. Last year, we partnered with Dakota Vascular to do something special at this event, and we get to do it again tonight. Dakota Vascular has donated $1,000, and we will award 2 $500 cash prizes. One $500 award will go to a 25-year honoree, and the second will go to one of our retirees. The staff at Dakota Vascular believe that everyone who works in a school truly contributes to a student's success, and this donation is one way for them to pay it forward. So before I draw the winners, please help me thank Dakota Vascular. So Kate, put your name in these buckets, and I will randomly draw a name. If I draw your name, please come forward. We'll take a couple photos over there. I will issue the checks, which is the most important part. And then while we're doing that, Kate and Amira will be going around to dismiss tables for dinner, so please just follow their lead. All right, so first from the 25-year honorees, our winner is Brooke Meligard. All right, and then from the retirees, Natalie Muser. Congratulations to all of our honorees tonight, and please enjoy the evening. So thank you.
All right, well, hopefully everybody is still enjoying or just getting finished with your meal. Let's give a big hand to the chefs who prepared it tonight and our wait staff. Thank you so much for your great service and the wonderful food. We always have a great experience when we come to this venue, and we're appreciative of them allowing us to hold this in such a beautiful space. I'd also like to give a round of applause and thanks to Becky Dorman and our entire HR staff. If you would please stand and be recognized. They do a great job. Stand up, Becky. There you go. Not only do they hire wonderful people, but they also do a great job with this celebration. And it's really fun to be able to recognize people that we bring to our district and who are here for this amount of time. It's a real special time for us. So with that, it is time to honor all of you, and what we would love to do is have you come forward. We're going to present you with a certificate and a little gift bag, a token of our appreciation and admiration for all that you've done to serve our district. And so my right and my left hands are going to join me, Dr. Nold and Dr. Zeke. Let's give them a hand too. I'd also like you to notice that they were willing to coordinate their ties with my blue dress. That's what matters most. Good job, guys. Let's also congratulate Dr. Nold for the role that he is going to take in just a mere matter of weeks. Congratulations to our incoming superintendent. Couldn't be prouder. We had a great 5 years together, and I don't think we've ever even fought. Have we had a good argument? Maybe we better work that in. Maybe mild annoyance here and there, but we work through it. It's going to be great. All right. Well, with that, we're going to start with our 25-year honorees, and you can sort of hold your applause, give them a little shout out as they come up, and then we'll do a big applause when all of them have come up. So let's get started. Are you ready? Okay, Carol Alpers. There she is. Holly Bickley. Oh, painful coming way from the back, isn't it? Talk amongst yourselves. Awkward silence. Kim Bowman. Jen Breidenbach. Krista Brost. Daniel Carlson. I feel like we should do a musical number when you come up, Dan. I got nothing after my slides. Yeah, thanks for that. All right, Carrie Clark. Tammy Klein. Sarah Easter. Lori Erickson. Dan Fisher. Todd Foy. Nicole Groen. Renee Haldy. Judy Hubbard. Teresa Jacobson. Valerie Johnson. Brooke Meligard, our big winner tonight. Jane Meligard. Disclaimer. Chris Muntz. Sarah Neufeld. Barb Newitt. Julie Ortman. Nancy Peterson. We tried to get John here to perform, but he just wouldn't agree to it. Sorry. Dr. Laura Rader. Andrea Saylor. Travis Schaefer. Lon Samansky. Again, there's musicians in the house tonight. I feel like we should be having thunderous music. Joshua Smith. Stacy Stefani. Mark Struck. Ann Cheddar. Valerie Van Horsen. I'm not sure how this last one's going to work. Dr. Kirk Zeke. Let's watch and see how they handle this. Well done. Okay, did I miss any 25-year celebrants? All right, if you're too shy to tell us, come up afterwards so we make sure that we give you your certificate. All right, and now to our retirees, those who have earned their final hurrah, or in this case, their final stripes. Sergeant Major Scott Bakken. The person who calls me ma'am, no matter what. Honored to know you. Becky Blades. Kim Bowman. Mario Chiarello. Beth DeRuyter. Judy Dick. Kevin Dick. We have a match set tonight. Deb Harold. There she is. Sue Hodney. Chris Ibis. Sue Kirkwood. Wold. Sorry, Sue. Deneen Kopman. Mary Kiever. Emily LaFrance. Rowdy Cleveland table back there, I see you. Patty Lake Torbert. Maria Leach. Helen Loeffler. The woman who literally holds the keys to the district. Natalie Musser. Linda Miller. Sue Nelson. Ann Neutron. Did I get that right? Close enough? Yeah. Okay, good. Jody Peterson. Chris Provence. Provence. Did I get it right that time? Provence. Good, thank you. Lori Rich. David Schneider. Kimberly Sodaki. Deanna Stringy. Kathy Sunvold. Todd Wells. Christy Williams. And Kathy Whip. Is there anybody that we happen to miss? All right, let's give all of our retirees and 25 years a round of applause. We will certainly miss our retirees next year, and I would encourage all of you to take up a hobby if you have failed to do that. I always think that our profession is so unique that we have lives that are so time-oriented, and if you're coming out of the classroom, it's that minute to minute every part of your day, and then all of a sudden in one day, there's nobody who needs you to tell them where to go or what to do, and your schedule is all your own. It can be a little bit jarring. Some of you will adjust nicely, about 5 minutes, like, right, Gail? Gail said, not hard. So if you find yourself struggling, you know the best solution to that, right? Becky?
We'd love some more substitute
substitute teacher.
There you go. There's your call for substitute teaching. We have many retirees who come back and join us, and we would love that. But for now, we celebrate you in your retirement. Thank you for your 25 years to those of you who are honored for that. And with that, thank you for a lovely evening, and enjoy the rest of your night and the rest of your school year. Thank you for coming.